Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Beginnings here. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Today I'll be playing some Wonder Woman support. Does sound a little bit troll, but it works. She's very good at engaging. She has decent amounts of CC, and she does insane amounts of damage. You can see from my Arcana at the beginning of the video, I do run 100 pen. I do not go tank Arcana with Wonder Woman. The early parts of this game are pretty boring, but the game takes off very quickly after that. It's just a massive snowball, as you'll see. You can see the L'Oreal is complaining because we have top 2, but we don't. We have 80s Hero and I think we're like rank 5 and rank 8 at the moment. We do know that the Scud is in that bush, and we're just going to go ahead and have a nice little trade with him, proccing our passive and getting both of our first abilities off. We do win that trade, despite us being in support. It works out pretty well. Our Elsu is camping side lane camping in the mid lane while our mid lane clears, so he gets XP soaked, which is pretty unfortunate for him. And that also means that he is going to lose priority over pushing bot, just because Talanis is going to have the opportunity to start pushing before him. Baldum is a pretty rough matchup support-wise here, just because he's very anti-melee, anti-physical damage, and that's kind of all of what I do. But Tulin is pretty good against him. You can see when I land my first ability in the center, I do a ton of damage to that L'Oreal there. Right now, we're just waiting for our jungle to finish his clear, hit level 4, see if we can maybe catch somebody in an ambush. Their jungler is a Fennec, so he definitely cleared his jungle faster. We're just camping in the river, trying to get some damage. You can see the heroic actually knocks the Baldum out of my lasso. Rourke is now dancing through the dragon pit while the L'Oreal collapses. The Fennec dives forward, and I try to lasso him to get him off, but the Fennec gets punished off onto the Rourke, so he's too slow to run away. I do land a lasso onto the Fennec, and I expected him to jump a lot sooner, so I held my first ability, but he actually timed it really, really well and managed to get away. See, the Talanis flickers when I try to throw my lasso at her, so nothing comes of that, but we did get her flicker out, so that is something good to remember. If you guys didn't know, flicker has a 2-minute cooldown, so it's really easy to keep track of. Jungle buffs have a 1.5-minute timer. I think sprint is a 1.5 as well. So just some things to keep in mind when you're playing a dive assassin, a dive support rather. You can see the L'Oreal and Baldum are no match for our Rourke and Tulin. Fennec jumps in to try to help out, but immediately gets blown up. That really sucks for him. Like I said, this game started kind of slow. We're 3 minutes in. There's 4 kills total, but it's going to start taking off here soon. We do secure a dragon. I want to kill this Talanis. She's playing too far up considering we just did dragon. I get an ult off because I'm tanking tower, and she does fall to the Elsu. Pretty good. We got that kill onto our carry. Rourke is way overextended. Nothing I can really do there. I am really low. My girlfriend sends me a text yet again, so I turn on Do Not Disturb. My bad, guys. I know it's unprofessional. I'll remember to turn on Do Not Disturb in the future. My apologies. We can defend this tower here. They're not going to do too much damage to it. Fennec wants his jungle camp, and I want the Fennec. L'Oreal is pretty out in the open. She does manage to dodge the second half of my first ability. Zuka ults away for some reason. Probably wouldn't have done that myself, but it's fine. Tulin does get a reset on his ult, so I'm going to dive in and try to follow him up. We get a nice 3-man ult off, and they just explode. This is about the time where this game really starts taking off. Since we killed them all and their jungle camps are up, we're going to go ahead and clear all of that. We do not have a mid wave on tower. As you can see, it is pretty low. We are going to clear, but they will have someone there to defend. We don't have either of our ADCs, so it's going to be really hard for Tulin and I to push it by ourselves. I am low, so I do need to reset. Our jungler's topside, but his entire jungle is up, so he does need to go back and clear. So that's a very good time for me to reset, because I know that we won't really be doing anything crazy on the map. Baldwin looks like he's going towards bot side. My ult does come up, so I ping it for my teammates so they know that I can look for an engage. I'm just going to try to slow this Baldwin's rotation towards mid, because I see that my mid laner is trying to clear, while also dealing with the enemy Darkslayer laner. Fennec teleports into this bush. If you go back, you can see that we lose vision of him, and I thought he went back into his jungle, but no, he just sneaks his way into the bush. I do not land my lasso because that minion wave is blocking me. If I angled it any more to the left, it would have hit a minion instead, sadly. But Fennec greets for the wave, so Zuko will go ahead and finish him off. The Talanis looks like the Talanis flickers to get away from the Tulin and the work in their jungle. I'm just going to go ahead and reset. Because she had to flicker away and she got chunked out, she will not be able to defend the bot tower. And since we take bot tower, we can now take dragon. It's just a game of dominoes, really. We did see Baldwin walk into the bush, so we're going to back up. I saw his burn, and I was wondering what he was building. That's what I'm doing here. It does look like he's building Mantle of Ra. Just a PSA, guys. As a support, Mantle of Ra really isn't the greatest item. Your goal in the game isn't really to do damage, it's to provide utility, right? Whether that is through being a very tanky boy or having tons of CC. All me and Elsu can do here is just try to clear the wave. We have 2 in our jungle and 1 top. We're not going to be able to fight 2v4. They do see the Zuko walk into the bush, but I see Rourke and Tulin coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and walk up. I pop my ring for the speed up. I get a nice last one to the Talanis. I get a 3-man ult under the tower, and oh boy, we dominate that fight. Really good dive. Really good follow-up by my team. It is a 4-for-1, and we're going to get 2 towers out of this, because you can see we have a wave coming up, and also Zuka destroy towers. That was just the first of many, or maybe it was the second of many great team fights. Rourke is going to go ahead and push out bots. Don't really know why. He could have freezed that and just cleared his bot side jungle. It would have been fine. They have all 5 up now, rather. So we definitely need to be backing up. Tulin gets caught up by a Talanis ult. I'm just going to walk up to make sure that nothing happens. I don't know how that lasso does not land. And it looks like the Tulin gets his ult off onto the Baldwin because Fennec I-framed while he was trying to select him. But Zuka does manage to kill the Talanis, and we do kill the L'Oreal as well. This game is looking pretty bad for the enemy team right now. We're about to get another bottom tower. Darkslayer is free whenever we choose to take it. I'm just going to go ahead and push out top right now because you want pressure in your side lanes, especially when you're going for objectives. Just waiting for my team to kind of show up. I definitely have some time to kill because Rourke is clearing their red side jungle and Elsu is taking dragon right now for some reason. It does look like the enemy team is heading over, so we're not really going to be able to do Darkslayer right now. But I do see a really good engage here. I get a really nice flank and another 4-man ultimate. And I pop my ring for the speed up for myself and my teammates, and they just dive onto that backline. We land a nice lasso onto the Baldwin. Scud, I guess, thinks he's going to do something 1v4, but of course he just gets blown up as well. And we're just going to go ahead and rotate towards that bot tower because that's where our biggest and furthest wave, I guess, is. We're going to be able to end this game for sure. We have Rourke and Elsu. We're going to melt through these towers like they are butter. We're actually a little bit slow taking the base. I don't know why. I think it's because Rourke was hitting minions. I do get a pretty good 3-man ult just to keep them away while we end the game. I don't normally play very much Wonder Woman. This was super fun to play. In fact, all of the games that I played trying to get a Wonder Woman game were very fun. I chose this because, I mean, those ultimates, right? I hope you guys had as much fun watching this game as I did playing it. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. See you.